wielded my authority and the Death Fleet is now under my command. I will use them both to avenge Amon's betrayal.
Do your people believe in this cause, as you do?
What they believe is of little consequence. What matters is that they obey.
You choose to rule differently than I, Alarak. Despite this, we may not only end the violence between our kind, but forge a powerful alliance.
Can we now? My people are vastly different than yours, Hierarch.
We both desire vengeance, and we are both Protoss. Is that not enough?
Very well. Submit to my absolute authority, and we may indeed unite our forces.
Do not test me, Tal'Darim. Amon is a mighty foe. Your people cannot hope to stand alone against him. You will side with me, and together we will send him back to the Abyss.
So you do understand my culture after all. Let us say that for now, we have struck another bargain.
I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
Have the Tal'Darim accepted the truth of Amon's betrayal?
Some have. Others dare not question my commands.
None wish to declare Rakshir upon you.
Let them. No one can stand in the way of my vengeance. This grows tiring. We have done what we came to do. Set course for Ire, and let us bring this war to Amon.
Do not dare give me orders, Alarak. We will return to Ire only when I believe the time is right.
Let's hope that time comes soon.
Do not think what has happened here will spare Alarak from my watchful eye.
I did not expect it to.
If he dares to betray us, or takes any action against you, I promise his blood will coat these corridors.
Good. That is what I am counting on.
Amon's presence within the Kala grows stronger. He is becoming harder to resist.
You risk much for this, Rohana.
He believes all suffering, all conflict, results from the Xel'Naga's infinite cycle. That it must end.
Yes, he has made this clear.
But you see only the surface. Underneath, a silent hatred roils within him. A prideful resentment that would see all worlds burn. The hybrid are the true face of Amon. He wishes not only for the Xel'Naga's creations to be set aside, but for them to suffer.
Artanis, you should know my fear of the Tal'Darim is not of the now, but what becomes of them if Amon is defeated.
You fear they will never integrate with our society.
They share our blood, but they are not like us. You know in your heart that may never change.
It is true. A great battle may loom on the horizon ahead of us, but it's a risk we must take.
It is a great risk.
The dawn of a unified Protoss requires much. Like the threads of a cloth, we must come together and be stronger because of it.
To think what we become with their culture influencing us, changing us.
Yes, we will be changed. And perhaps that is what you fear more than battle. The path ahead is uncharted, Matriarch.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
The Tal'Darim and Alarak have joined our fight, but we cannot strike against Ire without an army. Phoenix and I believe that we can awaken the ancient purifiers and call upon their power. Mobius Corps is overseeing Amon's hybrid production lab. I will not let this continue. We will go to Revanskar and destroy the station before Amon can create more of these abominations. I have made a decision many of you will not agree with. During my time with Phoenix, I have seen that the Purifier program, under the right guidance, may be reborn.
History has shown the Purifiers cannot be controlled, Artanis.
They do not have to be. These personalities, like I, will have free will.
We do not have enough purifier matrices to create more like Phoenix.
You cannot possibly be considering what I think you are.
The original Purifiers are housed in orbit above the forest world of Endion, sealed within their warship, Cybros. I have seen through Phoenix that these warriors may be valuable to us. Perhaps the Conclave misunderstood them, treating them as simple robots and not proud Templar. It tried to control them.
And they rebelled, attacking their creators.
Would you not rebel against a slave master?
I have heard your counsel, and I have chosen to go to Endion. We leave at once!
The Purifier stasis grid is still intact. We'll have to destabilize it from the generator below. I'm detecting a massive Zerg infestation on the surface. They can't be Kerrigans.
Amon's brood. This will not be easy.
The shield emitters on Endion must be disabled if we are to reactivate Cybros. The time to begin is now, Hierarch. Cybros, the vault of the Purifiers. It is fortunate that Amon's brood has been unable to penetrate its stasis grid.
I now have access to Endion's records. The stasis grid is sealed by complicated locking mechanisms. They can only be destabilized by a certain device. The megalith. I'll begin recovering it now, so it may work on the locks.
It will need protection. These forests already crawl with Zerg abominations.
Then we shall clear them out.
If I may, Hierarch, this facility once developed powerful weapons for the Empire.
I have heard tale of the mighty Colossi, scaling cliffs, besieging enemies from afar. Let us see how they fare against the Zerg. Cybros, the vault of the Purifiers. It is fortunate that Amon's brood has been unable to penetrate its stasis grid.
I now have access to Endion's records. The stasis grid is sealed by complicated locking mechanisms. They can only be destabilized by a certain device. The megalith. I'll begin recovering it now, so it may work on the locks.
It will need protection. These forests already crawl with Zerg abominations.
Then we shall clear them out.
If I may, Hierarch, this facility once developed powerful weapons for the Empire.
I have heard tale of the mighty Colossi, scaling cliffs, besieging enemies from afar. Let us see how they fare against the Zerg.
The Zerg are coming from that cave. If we fire on the rock formation, it will seal the opening.
Well done. The area is secure. Warp coordinates for our nexus point are locked. Karax, activate the megalith.
Authorization in progress. The megalith should be ready shortly, Hierarch. We will monitor its status and alert you when it is online. The megalith systems will take a few moments to activate. It will be ready to move out soon. In the meantime, I've upgraded our robotics facilities to construct Colossi. You can warp them in whenever you wish, Hierarch.
You have not enough minerals.
The megalith should be finishing up shortly. We should ensure that we have enough forces to defend it.
Line. We must ensure it reaches the stasis locks safely.
The megalith has reached the first stasis lock. It will be safe below the surface as it does its work.
Zerg movement. Warriors, ensure none reach our nexus point.
The megalith is almost done with this lock. I would advise you to make preparations for its next move. Show the first stasis lock has been disabled. The megalith is relocating to the next one.
Our blades meet the enemy.
The megalith has arrived safely at the second stasis lock. It shall be brought down shortly.
Interesting. I believe this facility used power cores of incredible size to provide energy for experiments. They should be hidden somewhere within these hills. If our warriors can destroy them, we can claim the solarite components within.
I'm here in the shadows.
You must construct additional pylons.
Intriguing. I am here in the shadows.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
The megalith's work is nearly complete. It will move again soon.
Very wise. For the reckoning, you require my skills. It shall be as you say.
Stasis lock disabled, and the grid is now at 60%. The megalith is en route to the third lock now.
The canyon grows narrow ahead. Crawlers! They're rooting on the ridge! Brace for incoming fire! You must construct additional pylons.
For the reckoning. Veraku. I serve. Now. Very wise. I am the voice of the eclipse. Intriguing. It shall be as you. I am here in the shadows. For the reckoning. Very wise. I am the real. Cold is the void. You require my skills. State thy bidding. I am here in the shadows.
Well done, warriors. The megalith is disabling the third lock.
We move unseen.
The first power core has been secured. Warping it aboard now.
I am here in the shadows. I am the voice of the eclipse. Very well.
Both power cores have been obtained. I'll begin working on them immediately.
I walk the shadowed path.
We are one with the shadows.
The megalith will relocate shortly.
I walk the shadowed path. Our blades meet the enemy.
I am the heart of darkness. You require my skills.
Give us your command.
The third lock has been disabled, and the megalith is on the move. My readout shows Cybros beginning to awaken from stasis. Only 2 remain, Hierarch.
Veraku.
Zerg abominations, you face the wrath of Phoenix.
I am detecting a large number of Zerg bioforms in the cave network ahead.
We can use the terrain to our advantage. Topple the rock formations near the entrance, and seal the Zerg within the caves.
Very well. Very fine. It shall be as you say. For the reckoning, cold is the void.
A significant number of Zerg have been detected in the caves ahead. Exercise caution.
Our blades meet the enemy.
I serve you now.
Our pylon is under attack. You must construct additional pylons. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your allies are in battle.
We are one with the shadows. Very wide. We move unseen. Cold is the void. It shall be as you say. Intriguing. Veraku. I am the voice of the Eclipse. You require my skills. State thy bidding.
You must construct additional pylons.
Phase link authorized. The megalith is now disabling the fourth lock. Stabilization is nearly finished. The megalith will disembark soon.
I am the voice of the Eclipse. It shall be as you say. For the reckoning, you require my skills. Very well.
There is an entire Zerg hive cluster between the megalith and the last stasis lock. Our only option is to fight through it.
I am here in the shadows.
The lock is down and the megalith is traveling. Stasis grid at 20%. Wait. I'm detecting activity in the Zerg hive nearby. They're reinforcing the last lock.
Cold is the void. I am here in the shadows. State thy bidding. Very well. For the reckoning.
Your allies are in battle.
I serve for now.
Seismic disturbance detected. Nidus worms are inbound on your location.
Veraku. It shall be as you say. Intriguing. Very wide. I am here in the shadows. We move unseen. Very well.
Upgrade complete.
serve for now.
Glory is at hand, brothers. Join me as I slay these foul creatures.
We move unseen.
The final lock is destabilizing, and the grid is down. We've done it! Cybros is free from stasis.
Recall our forces from Endion's surface. We take this battle to Cybros.
I assume your plan is to bind these robotic warriors to your will.
They will be allowed their freedom, much like Phoenix. Making slaves of them is what led to their revolt before.
Oh, this foolish idealism taxes my patience.
Idealism? They are the replications of our greatest champions. Was it so different when we gave your people freedom by breaking them away from Malash's grip?
Only to deliver them to mine. I could not allow my people to be guided by Amon's lies any further. But make no mistake, they are not free. Freedom is a delusion, granted to the weak by the strong.
You speak as Amon does. For the sake of your life, that will change.
Instill the Phoenix machine as the new executor of the Purifiers, and use them as the tools of destruction they were built to be.
Cybros will not be able to resist the Zerg for long. We should move quickly if we hope to save the Purifiers.
I require your honest counsel, Phoenix. Do you believe the Purifiers will join us?
I do not know. They may harbor rage, resentment for the actions of our forebears.
The Daylom is not the Conclave. We are united in purpose, like never before.
And that is why the Purifiers must be allowed to choose their fate for themselves. Without freedom, a people can be controlled, but never united.
This is true, and yet, the Firstborn have ill need of another enemy.
And I believe in you to not create one. Your actions determine the future for both the Templar and the Purifiers. But now is the time to act, Hierarch.
You are right. The way forward may be difficult, but it is necessary. Thank you, my friend. Karax, the stasis grid is down. We must act now.
If we can bring Cybros online, the battle station should begin to defend itself.
And the Purifiers?
They have lain dormant for millennia. They may still harbor anger towards us. If they turn on us, we will have to fight.
We failed them before, not understanding what it was we had birthed. These personalities may be replications, but they are alive.
After spending so much time with Phoenix, I share your belief.
Why was Endion chosen as the world Cybros was to orbit?
For thousands of years, it has been a research retreat. Here, Protoss scholars secluded themselves from political affairs to focus on the task of devising technology that would benefit the Empire. The Psi Matrix was first conceived here. When it was decided that the Purifiers would be shut down, they became a symbol of achievement, but also the dangers of it.
So they were brought to a research colony.
Where better than a place where our greatest scientists resided, constantly improving Cybros' stasis field.
And how many resided on the world below?
800,000 Kalai, a contingent of Templar.
I only hope their deaths were swift.
Robotic siege technology, Hierarch. Please make your selection.